All right, handout 18I is again kind of a review from ANP1. We went over a lot of hormones in ANP1. The pancreas also produces two other hormones that we've already talked about. So, along with pancreatic polypeptide and somatostatin, the pancreas also produces insulin and glucagon. Now, remember, insulin and glucagon are going to be regulating the glucose levels in our blood. So, insulin, it says, targets all cells of the body, removes glucose from the bloodstream, and delivers it to all of our cells. Remember, glucose is the energy molecule that our body burns as fuel. So, we deliver all of the needed glucose to the cells via the insulin. Now, insulin also can deliver excess glucose to the liver for storage. And the liver, remember, makes this polysaccharide called glycogen. And that process of making glucose into glycogen is called glycogenesis. So insulin is playing a role in that as well. All right. Now, the pancreas also produces this hormone called glucagon. Glucagon does the opposite of insulin. So it says glucagon targets the liver, takes glycogen that was made by the liver to store the energy, and converts it back to glucose. This process is called glycogenolysis, and it raises our blood sugar. So basically, insulin is removing the glucose from our blood, so we're lowering our blood sugar, and glucagon is adding it to our blood. So we're taking that glycogen, breaking it down into glucose, and the glucose is going back to our bloodstream so that insulin can grab it, deliver it to all of our cells. Remember, back in first semester, I said this is what we do when we carbo load. So we are using insulin and glucagon to carbo load. And, when you are exercising, you can take excess glucose stored as glycogen and then turn it back into glucose so that we can burn it as fuel. All right, so this handout again is just review. If you kept your ANP1 notes, you could open it up. This is in, I believe, chapter 3. You'll see this handout. It looks a little bit different, but you'll see insulin and glucagon, and I talked a little bit about diabetes. So remember, a diabetic is missing this hormone insulin, and so they cannot deliver glucose to their cells. That's why diabetes is such a complicated disease.